Hey guys, so today's video is inspired because a couple of friends of mine are heading down to Laughlin for the Caesars 10x tier credit promo they have at, I believe it's the Harris down in Laughlin over there, right? And so it would be like, oh yeah, they can earn tier and stuff, right? I'm like, oh, should I do that again? I kind of did that in 2023, lost my butt, guys, and then so I'm looking at the benefits package, and I'm thinking like, wait a second, you know, it's like, right, back then, and I've been a customer of Caesars for like more than a decade, right, more. And my highest level I've ever gotten was Diamond Elite with over like 100,000 tier credits, like I just keep gathering them because I was doing a lot of gambling back then. And oh boy, back then it was actually pretty okay. Caesars was a lot of fun. And I mean Caesars like the whole company, including like Planet Hollywood, Paris, etc., right? Back then, right? I used to come to Vegas and loved it. I lose money, that's fine. I would love it, I would stay on the strip, right? Like Bally's was one of my favorite hotels, and they would have buffets, right? One of the buffets I really enjoyed was the Le Village buffet inside the Paris, right? It's like a Parisian town, very nice looking. I go in there, and I had a diamond card, and they would treat me nice. And one of the perks of being a diamond person was that you can get hot crab legs steamed and they bring it to your table. It's one of those unwritten things that they did back then. It was so nice, they treat you nice. And they had diamond lounges back then with free food between some like 4 and 6 p.m. And then other times it's just like snacks and drinks. But all you can drink, just tip the bartender. It's like you can order whatever you want, mixed drink, beers, sodas, virgin drinks, boy, those diamond lounges, which subsequently have been renamed Laurel lounges, was such a treat. And yeah, man, I remember they had the buffet of buffet pass. You can go to all of Caesar's normal buffets, including the one at the Imperial Palace, the one over at the Planet Hollywood, the Harris had one, the Rio had the Carnival. Rio had 2 buffets. Rio had the one in the front that's normal, and the one all the way in the back that was the seafood village or something like that. Cost more, or you can eat delicious seafoods, like that wasn't included, but the one in the front was. Boy, I would like eat so much. One year I gained 30 pounds. I would come to Vegas every month. I would lose money, but I would, eat the buffets to make up for it. Those were the days. And back then they didn't have Diamond Plus and Diamond Elite. It was just Diamond, and then 7 stars. Yeah, boy. I used to really enjoy Caesars. But, they had they had quite a lot of benefit back then. But yeah, so I was looking at the benefits now of the 10x tier credit promo my friends are going to. I'm thinking like, what am I getting? Like, why would I go and lose like $3,000 to get a Diamond Plus card, right? Because I did some math, right? I do video poker, and they want like $10 coin in per tier credit. But if you go to like one of the nicer machines, like a 9.6, I don't even know if they have 9.6 down in Harris Laughlin, but they had 9.6 at the Caesars Palace back then, and stuff like that. And it would be like the $25 coin in for 1 tier credit or something like that. And you need 15,000 tier credits, to be diamond, I believe, right? Which with the 10x promo, you just need 1,500. That's a lot of video poker, guys. I did it in 2023 one time, participated in the 10x promo. I lost my butt. The variance will get you. I didn't hit any royal flushes or anything to balance out the heavy losses. So these 10x tier credits, you know, like I lost money, but I did get, you know, a nice high card and stuff. And nowadays I'm like, they ain't got nothing for me, right? They closed down a bunch of buffets. We only got Bacchanal left. You know, what happened to that? Yeah, I miss those buffets. It was like good quality food, affordable pricing, you know, and everything like that, and it's gone, right? The diamond lounges that I enjoy, you know, they never reopened after the thing of 2020. Never reopened, guys. It's like they just replaced it with 4 free drinks a day. So for all the while I was Diamond Elite, I would go to Starbucks and stuff. And then one day they even canceled that on me. And I was still Diamond Elite. I had to call the host. It's like, what's going on, you know? How come the things isn't working anymore? You know, and then they didn't really get back to me with a really solid explanation like, oh, we changed policy. I just like looked on the internet, and the internet was saying like a lot of people who have Diamond Plus and Diamond Elite, you know, are getting the benefits cut. I'm just like, what is tied to the tier? That's not right. You should wait until the tier expires and then do something. I have no idea what they're doing, you know? And so I noticed that a lot of the other programs, casino programs, got free cruises. Like I went on the free cruise with the Win Black card, right? I went on the, what was that? Holland America Koningstam, I believe, right? Ocean Prime, I went on the cruise with them. That's a casino out in Atlantic City. I used to gamble a lot, guys. I went on the cruise with the Bally's of Atlantic City, which I believe used to be a part of Caesars Entertainment, but then no more. I went on a cruise with them, and I went on a cruise with, I forgot who else, but I think I've been on 4 cruises, of which I have videos in my food and travel blog, right? Vlog, yeah. You know, like, you know, I go and make video, why not, right? So yeah, free cruise benefits. And I'm looking, and then at the nowadays, I think you have to be 7 stars to get a free cruise. I'm just like, what on earth? Otherwise, it's a discounted cruise. I'm looking at the paper. I was like, oh my goodness, that's not a lot of benefit at all, right? And then so the Atlantis trip, you know, I've been a member of Caesars Rewards for ever since they were total rewards, and long time ago, I never wanted to go to the Atlantis. I've been to Atlantis once because a cruise ship went by there. I got off and I saw it. I said, aha, that's the thing, you know? Because they say the thing is free nights, but then you got all these fees. The flight you gotta pay for, local transportation and the food. And I'm looking at it and saying, I'm not gonna go, you know? It's not gonna be free, you know? So I never booked that, you know? So yeah, back then I used to come to Vegas. I would stay at the Bally's on Flamingo, you know? And back then, you know, everything was cheap. They would like upgrade you to one of the, you know, little suites and stuff. And even the regular rooms were like 500 square feet. It was pretty good, you know? And then, I don't know, things have just changed. You know, I'm not getting much for my gambling losses anymore, you know? Now it's all like 6-5 blackjack, you know, not just zero, but double zero, or maybe even triple zero roulette. You know, I'm just like, man, you know, I said to myself, I'm not gonna go do the 10x tier credit thing. You know, look, I got money. You know, if I lose 3 to 5 grand, it's okay if I think the card eventually I get is worth it, because I would get like, you know, stuff like, I don't care about no resort fee because I live here now, you know? So I think that if I were to get Diamond Plus again, the benefit that I would get is the $100 celebration dinner, right? That's probably what I would use. Oh, what else do they have? Nothing much, really. Like Diamond Lounge entry was a really big reason to get Diamond Plus. Diamond lounges are gone. Laurel lounges are gone, except for other markets. You know, the check-in line, you know, like, you know what? I used to check in at the a horseshoe, diamond check-in area. They used to have a coffee machine in there. The last few times I went, even the coffee was gone. I don't know. It's like they remove all the perks that I used to really enjoy, and now I just don't even want to get. I mean, like right now I got platinum level card with Caesars because they have like a hero program. So for people who are like former military or whatever the case may be, they get automatic platinum level, which is good for free self parking. I don't do valet parking, guys. I don't trust other people driving my car. You know, like I saw the Seinfeld episode where the valet guy stunk so bad, Jerry was unable to get rid of the smell, so he had to just let the car be stolen. Yeah, that was a fun episode. Like for me, you know, like stuff like that, you know, I just don't like it. I'd rather self-park, right? So that being said, I think the MGM is doing much better with their rewards pro. Oh, the lights are turning out. Oh, the lights are going out, guys. Light better not all go out. I'll be so scared. So I think the MGM program is much better, right? They have platinum and Nor lounges. They have lounges, guys. They have one at the Mandalay Bay. You walk in, and then you get like, I think like beer. Like, I don't drink alcohol anymore, but they have like beer. They'll have, I think they have wine, juice, soda, coffee, donuts, cupcakes, chips, think tubes of popcorn. You know, you can hang out for a little bit. They got at the MGM Grand a lounge that has a coffee machine, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, stuff like that. There is a lounge at the Bellagio for platinum members. They have, it's by the hotel door, not the VIP Nor lounge, you know. Oh, God, gosh forbid, you know. Like, I know it's high tier, so the catering to Nor and the host invited guests and stuff. So never mind platinum people. Platinum people can just go to the small lounge with, I think last time I went there, they had nothing but cupcakes for food and something like that. And then they had like coffee, limited amount of soda, no juice. But the Aria, I think the Aria got one of the best platinum / Nor lounges. It's right across from the check-in area. You walk in there, they got bottles of Tropicana juice, apple juice, orange juice. You know, they put out little things like hummus and pita. You know, I mean, it's something, you know? It's like, dude, all the games are rigged at the casino, right? Then you throw in the 6-5 and everything, then it's even more rigged. You know, the mathematical is, you cannot disagree with the math. That's why the casinos are there. That's why they're making a profit, because we're losing our money, right? So if we lose our money, we want our perks. You know, I don't care about free room, you know? Hotel room stay, free night. Yeah, but, you know, if you don't give us free night, we're not going to fly in and stay and lose money at your casino, you know? So if they're going to do like resort fee, I don't know what they're doing. They're counting pennies, they're pinching pennies, and in my belief, they're pinching pennies, and they're losing customers because of it. You know, it's like, come on, put up a lounge or two, bring back some buffets, you know? It's like, bring back the king crab legs. That, oh boy, I remember one time I lost so much money at the Harris of Atlantic City. I went to the buffet, and I basically ate my losses back in crab legs, you know? So I didn't feel bad losing. Obviously, it didn't cost them that much. the amount of money I lost is like, it's nothing compared to the crab legs, but I felt better about it, you know? So yeah, I think this Strip Caesars Casino, they're not doing a good job, you know? They're not. You know, they're like reducing benefits left and right. Oh, here's another one. I used to get 2 free show tickets each month. And I saw things like Penn and Teller at the Rio. You know, I saw like all the little shows. They don't give you like the top tier shows. Obviously, they want to sell those, but the middle stuff. I saw Menopause, right? It's like a little comedy, sketch comedy thing. I saw Somebody Magic Show. I forgot, but it's upstairs in the Harris, I believe. Oh, what was it? Something comedy magic. But it was 2 shows, 2 free tickets a month. And back then I would come in to Vegas, fly in, just before the end of the month, watch 2 shows, and then don't leave until like after the month begins and watch 2 shows, get my airplane tickets, money's worth, you know. That show benefit was good. So for the last few years, what they had, you know, free admission to the high roller Ferris wheel. How many times can I go on the Ferris wheel? You know, it's a little, it's like they don't value the gambler anymore, you know? I don't know. Don't know what to think. And I still remember that they used to have a shuttle that goes around to the Rio and back, you know, like to the Bally's and the Horseshoe, somewhere like that. It goes around, you know, and I remember that. You know, the shuttle was free and you just go around. It's something to do and it's fun. And yeah, I would go to Rio and hang out there and I'd catch a ride back, you know. So yeah, that's gone. Along with the Rio, the entire Rio is gone. You know, it is now some other company's thing. So yeah, the Laughlin 10x tier credit thing, you know, you can get like, you know, they have a cap, but you can get a whole bunch of points, right? And lose not too much money. Maybe I'm predicting if I go, I may lose $5,000, right? And then I believe that there's going to be a Las Vegas 10x tier credit coming this month also, because I read it on the internet, but I haven't read it on an official source. But sometime this month, Las Vegas 10x tier credit, right? If I combine those 2 events, if they don't cap it, you know, I don't know what the cap is if you do both of them, but I can easily see myself getting Diamond Elite again, you know. But Diamond Elite, why? I could be down easily 10 grand, you know, like attempting to do so. It ain't gonna be easy, guys. You know, you never know these things, you know. But if I were to be down 10 grand, I mean, like, what do I get, right? I get like airfare reimbursement, which is gonna be some free play tokens or something, $600 worth for 2025 and 2026. And what will I get? Some free drinks at bars. But why? When I can just go to the video poker bar, put in a 20 and get a free drink anyway. Drinks are count when you're gambling. You know, and what else do you get? $100 celebration dinner. You know, that $100, you easily come out with your $10,000. I might lose. I don't know if I'm gonna lose it. You know, you don't know these things. You know, it could be a miracle. I might end up ahead or break even, but you don't know. You gotta be ready to lose, because I lost my butt in 2023 doing that. You know, so, and I already got the free parking and resort fee. What was it? What, 50 a night? You know, if I lose 10 grand, how many $50 resort fees does that cover? You know, we don't know. You know, I mean, like, if they still had the Diamond Lounge, if they still allowed Diamond members to use the free drink coupons at Starbucks and stuff, You know, I probably would. And if they had a few buffets or available for like the $30, $40 price, I might, you know, like risk losing that much money to participate in the 10x tier credit thing, you know. Like, oh, if it wasn't for the 10x, I wouldn't go at all, you know. Like, you know, I mean, like the value that the giving back ain't like what it used to be. They're going down, guys. I don't know how much further they're going down. They're going to go down. You know, like I enjoy watching Penn and Teller. I've been there 3 times. You know, and each time I had them autograph a little card. It's going down, guys. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna stay home, and I'm not gonna get diamond card. Well, hopefully, you know, they'll change their mind, bring back the old days, you know, of, you know, giving gamblers a sense of, you know, worthwhileness, you know, to lose money with Caesars, you know. Worthwhileness, you know. They're giving me nothing. You know, why? Might as well just don't gamble and pay cash for everything. You know? Like, there's very few things that, you know, okay, fine. If you make it all the way to 7 stars, you got what, like signature event or something like that, right? That's only 7 star. So it's like you belong to a club, right? You go and you mingle with other people who enjoy gambling at that level, right? Sure, that you cannot buy into. You know, like you can't, it's like being in a club, but you gotta be really rich. You know, what was that, like 150,000 points tier credit, you know, to get into 7 stars, you know, just so like if I were to, you know, gamble and just to get into 7 stars, I would be out of place. I am not that type of person. I don't have billions of dollars and, you know, oh yeah, I'm gonna go slot machine, $500 to spend, blah, 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 blah. You know, and then, you know, not be all sad about it when you lose it all, you know? There are people like that. I've seen it. You know, I go to the high limit. I'm like, oh my God, thousands. There's one guy playing video poker at such a high amount that every 3 of a kind is a hand pay. They had a lady with a clipboard behind him like, boom, 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 boom. And she's just standing there because every 3 of a kind, boom, 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 boom. It's like, really? And speaking of that, you know, they should raise the hand pay limit to like 5,000. You know, what's this nonsense with the, was it 2,000? It's not enough. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go to the 10x thing. Yeah. Doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make, you know, I mean, like, if MGM had it, you know, I don't know how many tier credits you need to maintain platinum. 200,000? I have no idea, guys. I don't know anymore. All right. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Oh.